Hello, my name is Binx, and today is the second episode of my survival world. After I gathered all those resources in the last episode, we are now ready to build the storage system. Because this is such a big build, I'm planning on doing it in multiple different styles. What I mean by that is I'll record one with the replay mod, one in first person, and maybe I will explain my build process during the third one. But for the proper setup for when I use the replay mod, I want to get rid of all this stone so that we have a clear space to work with. Alright, now that I'm done with that, I'm going to place down the bottom layer of chests for every single one of these so we can see the scale of it in the hole. Alright, now that I've placed in all of these chests, you can see how much of the hole they fill up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to start with one column at a time. I'm going to build the entire thing, and then I'll do the other three. So let's get building. So, as you can see from that little cinematic I did at the end there, I have completely finished all the way up to the top layer, this entire side, the red side. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give myself maybe half an hour to do one more little time lapse. I'm going to build as much as I can, and then I will finish off the build off camera. Then we can get into our next project for today. So during this time lapse, I got quite a bit done. It was actually just over 30 minutes of work. This is one layer of all three sides, the orange, the yellow, and the lime side. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off the entire storage system. Then all we have left to do to finish the project is fill every single one of the filter hoppers with a piece of paper, and we need to gather one of every item in the game. So that's kind of what I'm planning on doing for the rest of this video. We're going to go around on a bit of a scavenger hunt because I think that could be fun, and I can come up with some creative ways to film that. So, anyway, as we're closing it off here, it's kind of annoying that there's rain, but what can you do, right? And one time skip later, it has been maybe 2 hours since the last clip. We are completely done with the main storage bit. All I have left to do for the construction is, I guess we have to place in each one of the blocks so it identifies what each chest is. We need the platform up top and the input chest. And aside from that, we are basically done building. Maybe also some stairs here to make it look a little nicer. But the actual storage room itself is completely finished. So we're going to head back to our starter base, get some shulker boxes prepped, and get gathering every item in the game. Alright, so I've just finished all of the wood in the creative menu. So we have oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, dark oak, mangrove, cherry, bamboo, crimson, and warped wood. So the way I did this is kind of interesting, I think. So I took screenshots from that creative world I showed in the last video, so, I'll show those on screen right now, and I use those for the order of the wood, and also what type comes next. So now I'm going to move on to the stone. I probably won't do little checkups like this for everything, because we've got some more interesting ones I'd like to spend the video time on. So let's continue. Another 2 hours of my life gone, at least that's what it feels like. I don't know how long it was. It was probably about 45 minutes or so. This is all of the rest of the stone blocks. So this is the entire creative inventory tab, the first tab, the building blocks tab, plus that. And today is one of those rare occasions where Buffcraft is on, so we're going to go see what he's up to. And then we're going to move on to the colored blocks tab. I believe I showed it off in the last video, but over here is the Hoglin farm. Yeah, there it is. And it looks a little different now, because apparently Zane decided he needs to rebuild it. So, is this just a...
Mine quartz.
Yeah, I told him to go mine me quartz stairs, and he didn't want to do that. Is this just a solid brick of blocks in here? Okay. It's kind of interesting. It looks a lot better than the old one, so... Looks pretty cool. I gotta go gather some dyes. Alright. Bye, Zane.
While Binxcraft is still collecting blocks, I added 2 more layers to the Hoglin farm you probably previously saw in the video. It's a lot more efficient, I think. So here it is. Yep.
Alright, as you saw from that little montage there, I didn't record the whole thing, but we are officially done with all of the colored blocks. They're all right here. And now I'm working on the natural blocks. The reason I mentioned it, though, is because this is what I meant by, like, the fun part, necessarily. This right here, this empty slot, this is for a torch flower. So we need to mess around with the sniffer. I'll do that with Zane. And speaking of Zane, he's actually finally mining that quartz I told him to mine earlier while he was making the Hoglin farm. So he's mined quite a bit, actually. So... after he's done breaking all this, we're going to go mess with some sniffers. It's kind of sad because we don't get to actually do the adventure part of the sniffer, because I already have the eggs right here, as well as all this other stuff, which I believe I showed off before. So, since sniffer eggs hatch faster on moss, we're going to need... yeah. We're gonna need some moss blocks, some leads to drag them around, and I think that'll be it, because we can get all the other sniffer items just from that. And then we'll head over to the mushroom island to place these eggs. Alright, let's pick like a nice flat spot where we haven't really done much yet. How about just right over here by the lava pool? And then we will place down the moss. And the sniffer eggs. And they should have green particles or something. Yeah, look at that. And then I guess we'll put this fence for later, for the leads. And now we will wait. Nah, instead we just wait 5 minutes. And then wait another 5 minutes for them to grow up. Oh, it grew!
It grew? Are these babies?
Yeah, these are snifflets. Cause yeah. Look at him. Oh, they're sniffing already.
Do you want to name him, or do you want me to wake him up first?
Yeah, name him with your secretive name tag. Ah! Sniffles! Hi, Sniffles. This guy is no named.
I'll go get him.
So they won't drop anything until after, so I'm just gonna lead them. Pick up these, I guess. So now we just have to wait for you guys to grow, and then you'll give us lots of plants. Apparently Zane brought another name tag, so Sniffles Fred. Stuffy. Doesn't that use up the name tag? Mr. Snorts? I think Mr. Snorts is the
that
Sniffles.
Was 3 name tags.
Oh, so you there's no going back?
Yeah, I did that for a joke.
Oh. Alright, Sniffles and Mr. Snorts. There's probably just a few more minutes left on you guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
3, 2, 1, and all right. I just came back to my computer. I was just AFK, and they're all grown up. And there's actually 2 pitcher pods in the ground. I think this is the rare one. It's like maybe 4 times rarer than the torchflower seed. So now me and Buffcraft are gonna we're just gonna put these guys on some leads, and then we're gonna walk them around and hope they get us some seeds. Okay, he's definitely found one. So I forgot they did this whole thing. Come on. Please be a torchflower. You don't have any of those yet?
So goofy. Oh. Bam.
Oh, is yours doing one too?
Yeah.
Really? Another pitcher pod? Alright, Mr. Storts. As long as you're finding something. He does a little dance afterwards. Look at him, look at him.
Is the torchflower more common?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Oh.
You got a pitcher pod too?
Oh my god.
Bro.
This is a scam. Stop smelling me.
Well, that is the end of this video. I don't want it to get too long. I think 10 minutes is fine for the first video of the series. So next time we will finish up the sniffer stuff, finish the entire storage system, and I've already got some ideas, but we will talk about those later. This has been Binxcraft, so goodbye. Thanks for watching.